So when you started off, you were doing the sort of objective news stuff. And then obviously you moved into Kelly File, in which case your perspective was allowed to come out a little bit more. So what was the difference between doing those two things? Because we see now this complete merger of the two. And obviously you look at CNN, where they promote Chris Cuomo as an objective news anchor or Don Lemon as an objective news anchor. But you made a pretty stark division in your own career from objective news reporter to Megyn Kelly of the Kelly File, where your perspective was incredibly clear and you were pretty open about it. What was the difference between those two roles?
Well, I mean, I think that you can maintain your journalistic cred by being open and honest about what you're opining on and when it's opinion and what you won't opine on. You know, I don't understand calling yourself a credible news anchor and going out there and openly ripping on President Trump and everything he does every night and calling him a bad man and evil and a racist. Like, that's not reporting. That's pure opinion. And I feel like you go there and you can no longer call yourself a straight news reporter. However, I was never hesitant to call somebody who is, driving 200 miles an hour down the highway while a woman's pushing her baby in a baby stroller an idiot. And I think that sort of is what distinguished me from some other people on the air. I would take more editorial risks like that on what I considered common sense issues that weren't incredibly divisive. And what my main commitment was to the facts. And when people veered offline when it came to the facts, I always hit them in the head. It was like, get back, stay in the right lane, and that's how this discussion is going to go. And so I'm seeing it now with the Black Lives Matter narrative. Like, if you just stick with the facts, like, what are the numbers when it comes to police shootings? What are the racial divisions? What are the crime statistics? People freak out, but they just want you to say what they want you to say. But as you know, facts don't care about your feelings, as somebody really smart always says. And I'm in that lane. Like, I don't care if you don't like it. These are the facts, and we can't have a reasonable argument unless we stick to that. So I think it sort of stuck out a bit as, like, she's different, and she's saying she's defending the police. It's like, well, if the facts are defensive of them, then yes, I guess so. I'm defending the facts. Anyway, that's sort of how it went, and I always tried to hold on to my objectivity. Like, even when Trump was coming up and he was very controversial, a lot of Republicans didn't like him, I was never out there night after night being like, he's terrible, how could the Republicans do this? I would just report on him fairly. And I defended him on a lot of the BS being thrown at him. And then when he did something really, crazy, like saying Judge Curiel couldn't decide his Trump University case because he was of Hispanic heritage, I hit him. Like, as a lawyer, I always felt comfortable giving my opinion. So anyway, it's a bit of a hybrid approach, but I would submit it looks nothing like what we're seeing now in the media with people like Don Lemon, who's just a joke, and Chris Cuomo, who's much more worried about his muscles than he is about the facts. And I just can't watch CNN anymore, and I'm angry about it, because I used to like CNN, but those days are gone.
Did you know that every like on this video creates one additional glorious leftist tear? Don't ask me why. That's called science. To take advantage of this amazing opportunity, just hit the like button.